back for another episode right here. I'm rolling to my boy Alan right now. I have the convertible top with me, so you guys already know what's gonna happen on this episode. We're gonna get starting on removing the old convertible top, and my boy Alan gonna be installing the new one. So yep, let's go for another one. So here she is, sitting at Alan's shop. He does upholstery actually. His shop is in the back right there. So I drove the car here yesterday and she did really good. It was like a 20-kilometer run. Considering it's been sitting since 1995, that was its first longer trip and she did really good. Runs fine. So yeah, everything is still unmounted. No interior in here, but that's basically because we're gonna take this off and I don't want to get everything nasty again. So yeah, Alan gonna be installing the top. I'm gonna start by removing all his weather strip and getting it ready for him. I'm gonna be painting the rack, so I'm gonna be sanding it down, painting it and all that, and then he can get started on the new top. So got the weather strip removed, or at least what's left of it, just so we can get access to all this. This will be all have to be undone to get the top off. Gonna try to close it now and take all the other stuff apart that's sitting in there as like a liner, and just so we have more access to it. But yeah, everything is pretty much gone. I mean, these are pieces of what was a weather strip. Luckily all the bolts came out pretty good, so gonna continue and see what happens. Just a little reminder how the top is looking actually. Yeah, this is all gone and it's like yeah, it's gone. So I already took this strip off right here. It's basically nailed up. I used to use like these type of nails in it. Here, lift it up, is the same. Basically you have this part and then there's a top right there. So I'm gonna undo all this, and there in the back it's bolted up. It has like a metal profile. Gonna unbolt all that and then normally the top should come off. Here it's just glued up. I already pulled it off. So once I undo that in the back and these ones in the front, it should be coming off, and then we're gonna start cleaning up the rack and we're gonna paint it black. So let's continue. So the top is off. We've been sanding the rack now. Got my boy Claudio here helping out. So yeah, it's coming out good. Like we were saying, it was basically just nailed here on the front, a couple of the tack strips there, and it came off. It's laying over there somewhere. What's left of it, I mean. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna put some rust converter on here and there. We're gonna paint it up black, and then it's ready for a new top. My boy Alan will have to make new ones, these ones, because they're pretty much shot. These goes on the inside here where Claudio is busy. They go right here. So he will have to sew some new ones up, and then the new top can go on. All right, so day 2. Yesterday we put a anti-rust primer on it. Gonna start painting the rack now, painting it black. Then we'll put some clear coat on it, and then it's ready for a top installation. All right, so the rack is all painted up, all black, nice and clean. We can go on to install the top now. First, Alan gonna make me these new ones here because they were all busted up, and then we will start by putting the rear part in, which is like the window and a little bit of the side, and then the whole big section will go on. This cable right here goes through it, so we'll show you guys how that installation goes. Alright, so what you guys saw was that as I was bolting it up right here, bolted all the rear window up, then Alan came in and he stapled it up right here, and we trimmed it off, so the rear is already good. Here it will be, it's not tightening up yet, but we will do that once we put this one in, because that's the next step. This one will go in between it, so I have to take the whole profile off again and stick this in between, and then we'll work our way up to the front. Here it will be glued like we were saying. Here there will be a cable, and then here it will be stapled up too. So yeah, I hope we finish it tomorrow, but we're making it. So what you think?
It's gonna be all right.
Alright, so I got that side already in. Basically what I do is I take these profiles apart, and I got this stuff from Classic Industries, and basically they come pre-punched. So I just gotta align the holes. This would be the inner one, so this is the back window actually. That's this one, and that one is the outside one. That's the whole top actually, and also that one is pre-stamped, as you can tell there. So it's just a game of putting the bolts in, trying to get them to align in the holes, and then the hardest part is finding the hole in the metal, which would be there. So that's the hardest part. Once you find all the holes, it's pretty simple process, I would say. The most difficult part would be later when we have to tension this one and tack it on this strip right here. That will be the hardest part, I think, but we'll see what happens. Right now I'm bolting these ones in. This side is already done, it's all bolted in, and this is the inner liner that will come bolted here on these ones, so that you don't see the trunk, and that makes it even not more difficult, but like it's always in the way because you don't see nothing, so you always have to hold it up. But yeah, it's coming along. Here on the outside it's already looking pretty good. This will be tensioned, so I think we're doing pretty good for first time that I do this. Just figuring it out, take it apart as it was and remember how it was and put it back together. But yeah, luckily I have Alan too that is guiding me through this when I have questions or doubts. He has the experience and knows what to do, so. Okay, so that is all bolted up. It's looking pretty good, as I do say myself. If this is all pulled up, depending on how you pull it, you can see the wrinkles will come off. It has to be pulled on the top side too, because it will be strapped here. So it's coming out pretty good. One step closer. What is good about this top too, that they put this little cord in it, because this will be where the metal one goes, this one. So basically you just have to hook it to this and you can pull it through. So that's a nice extra, because otherwise it will be kind of difficult to pass it through all the way to the back. And this will be tensioned right here on this one right here. So you have to imagine it goes like that. It comes in there. So I think I'm gonna pass it already, and then we'll get to pulling, stretching and strapping it down with the staples, and it should be pretty good. So there we have it, all done. Basically this one was just stapled on at the end, and this one too, but you can see it looks pretty good. Very happy with the result, definitely for being a first time. I mean, we still have some lines in it, but that's because it was packed up in a small box, so I'm hoping that will come off, but it's looking good. Car is looking better and better. I still have to mount like all the rubbers, all the weather strip. I'm gonna order them because I'm missing them right now. I'll put the old ones in there just to block it in. But look at how the rack came out. Looks really, really good. I'm digging it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna take the car home and I'll finish all the small stuff. Like I was saying, the weather strips here need to be finished up. There we can see that we still have like a gap, but that's because here comes a rubber and metal plates and all that holding the rubber in. But yeah, pretty much it. Alright guys, we're back at the shop. We got the fresh new top installed. I still have to change the weather strips, and I want to do the pump for the top as well while we at it. So I already ordered those. Once they come in, I will be changing that, and then we will be able to open the top at the touch of a button. So yeah, that will be pretty much it for this episode. I hope you guys liked it. If you have any questions, drop it down in the comment section. I will be replying all that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it very much, and I'll see you next time.